Hello from Bristol Harbor. I'm here aboard the SS Great Britain. She's was built here in this very dry dock in 1843 by the great engineer Brunel. And I talked to a gentleman down here about the history of her for a minute. She was originally intended to be a paddle wheel ship, and she was originally intended to be wood. Well, the paddle wheel idea went out the window when Brunel saw a ship that came in from some foreign country with an Archimedes screw propeller in it. It was an amazing thing. And he studied that ship and decided that he was going to go with the propeller. And then the wood he wanted was cut, but it wasn't dried and he couldn't get it in time. So he changed his mind on that and went with wrought iron and riveted construction, which is a first for its time. And that's what makes this ship so special. She's an iron boat, and she was built to take passengers to New York City across the Atlantic. It was a luxury ship. It was built and financed by a group of wealthy people from here in Bristol, and it was a risky venture because no one knew if it would work or not. The first trip, she had accommodation for 300 people. Well, the first trip she only had 35 passengers because everyone was a little nervous about this idea of building a heavy ship like this and not having adequate sails, although she did have sails and she could sail. At that time, they would have thought anyone was crazy to build a ship and take it out without sails, because heaven forbid, you can't trust an engine to run. But she had steam power and hauled coal, so that actually turned out to be one of the most reliable parts of this thing. Now, this boat's been through a lot. This bell, the Great Britain here, is the original bell. The guy told me that there was only 3 original parts of this ship: the bottom, the bell, and the bath. So they don't have anything to make it ring in here. So it's about 11 o'clock. They probably don't like tourists doing that, but yeah, leave it out on deck for me to mess with. Guess what? So these were skylights that they had for the upper deck below. This is the weather deck. These big mechanisms are for the anchors. Now they actually hauled some livestock on board, because you never know. Hello guys, what are you doing? Huh? We got some cute little animals here. Yeah. So this would have been the stack for the steam engine. So she made 4 trips across the Atlantic. She had a little mishap on one where she ran up on a sandbar off New York City and broke the propeller, which is a problem because it's a special propeller and they had to repair it, but she made it. But then they discovered gold in Australia. So suddenly people don't want to go to New York anymore. They want to go to Australia. So she wound up making hundreds of trips back and forth to Australia. And eventually she was surpassed by modern technology, and they made a bulk cargo hauler out of her. And so she would haul coal and grain and so on. There's the ship's wheel. Looks like we've got a very young captain here.
Take a big step down. Your hand. Ready, big step. Sit downstairs, look for the window.
Well, after her time as a bulk carrier, she moved down to stationary warehouse. Okay, I think the kids are here, and after that, they decided they didn't want her anymore, so they took her and beached her for, 50 or 100 years, long time. So I'm gonna go down below and show you some of the decks there, and we'll get back with you.